Hi, Richard here again. In this video I'm going to show you how to edit using the available tools through the perspective of creating a post. And of course along the way I'm going to show you how to edit using these tools. It's very simple, but it's essential you understand how this works. There's a few things if you don't know you won't be able to make progress. So enjoy! I'll use this post written by a teacher from one of the schools using a Learning Culture Hub. Note this is in a document. It's probably a good idea to write your post in a document first and then paste it in. However, if you do write it in a doc first, please do not upload the doc as your post for two reasons. One, it forces readers to do more work to access it. And secondly, the search function doesn't work inside documents. It only works on the top section of the post and in the comments. Of course, you can include documents as references in your write-up, but don't use the document as your full write-up. Remember that with the Teacher Practice in Action space, we are using one post per activity or theme. I'll say that again, one post per activity or theme. So in this case, if this was my post, everything that I trialed regarding seating arrangements would be added to this post. I'd go part 2 and then part 3 and then part 4, etc. up the top. But then when I create a post on an engaging peer group, vocabulary strategy for languages, for example, I would create a new post because that's a different theme. Let's create the post. Enter the title, then type or upload the write-up text at the top of the post. Note the post information or write-up needs to go at the top of the post, not in the comments. Let's set the subheadings. I'm using a H2 as well as some H3s. I've sped the video up to save time. Now, if we want to edit the post or add to the post, click the 3 dots at the bottom right of the menu. If we add some text and highlight it, the Edit menu will display. To return to View, click View. To edit again, click Edit. Click the breadcrumb to get back to the menu. Now I'll show you the other way to edit a post. Open the post from the menu, then click the 3 dots at the top right and choose Edit. Now we're back in the same Edit page. Note, at the time of this recording, Sutra is undergoing performance upgrades, but sometimes weird things happen. It's a web editor. For example, if you click the breadcrumb to get back to the menu and things don't look right, just refresh the page. Refreshing is a solution to so many issues. Also, some things may change slightly over time because software always upgrades and changes, but it shouldn't cause issues. Now let's look at properties. If you don't know about properties, then you haven't seen the video about searching for activities inside the Teacher Practice in Action space. Best that you watch that now and then return here. The properties are super essential. Please do not submit a post without adding the properties. I'll say that again. Do not submit a post without adding the properties. A post without properties is essentially worthless because properties are the main way teachers will search their colleagues' posts for ideas and strategies to implement. I'll add the properties to my post. Click the 3 dots at the bottom right, click Edit, and here are the 4 property categories we have established. This seating arrangement post applies to primary, middle and high school in the grade category. It relates to all subject areas. In Learning Dynamics, I'll select Classroom Management because that's all it applies to. And for duration, it's a strategy that is ongoing. Then we get out of Edit mode and return to the menu. And now we see the properties listed. The colours don't mean anything at this stage, they just brighten things up. And now for the extra editing features. If you're editing a new post, click the A. This gives us the basic editing features, but if we're editing a saved post, there are 2 ways to display the Edit menu. We can place the cursor on the page, and you'll see the abbreviated menu on the right, headings, file, image, etc. The other way to display the Edit menu is to highlight some text, and then you'll see a more detailed Edit menu with headings, position, link, etc. You can move an item using the Move tool. This works for a line of text, an image, video, etc. Now you'll notice a couple of little plus signs. These open up a Pandora's box of editing options, and we really don't want you accessing these because they can get you into all sorts of trouble. Seriously, there's nothing in there that you need in addition to what's provided on the page. Now for two very handy editing tricks. To create a line break, type 3 dashes, so that's dash, dash, dash. To create a bullet, type dash and then enter. So that's just dash, enter. Backspace to delete, obviously. To add an image, click here. You can upload your own or choose from Unsplash. Resize the image with these toggles. This is really important because you don't want unnecessarily huge images on your page. You can reposition the images here, delete the image here. To upload a video, you can either upload it from your computer or embed one from YouTube. To upload a video, search for it on your computer, choose the video and upload. To embed one, put the embed link, which is the YouTube link, here and then save. Fortuitously, the video I've chosen is called Using Handbrake to Compress Videos. You'll find this in the editing section. If you're going to upload a video, you need to make sure the file size is small. 20 to 30 megabytes is ideal, certainly under 100 megabytes. Many phone videos are more like 1 gigabyte, so 10 times too large. So for most videos, you'll need to use a compression tool like Handbrake, which is free and easy to use. This video shows you how to do it. I've compressed hundreds of videos with Handbrake. And finally, if you're writing a comment in someone's comment thread and you want to add heading, images, video, etc., then click the A to bring up the menu. So that's it. How to edit using the Sutra edit tools and how to create some kind of post which is hopefully meaningful and useful to your colleagues. Thanks for watching.